Good morning and welcome to San Juan. It's the final day, 6th day, and it's the biggest one of the week. It's finals day for the World Team Championships, and what an absolute cracker we've got for you. It's the cream of the crop. It's Germany against Austria. And there's what we're playing. Now let's just introduce you to my co-commentator in the booth, Mr. Jim White. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Mark. Pretty excited about this. I'm a little pumped, to say the very least. And a look at our event format. That's how it's all going to unfold here. We're in semi-final play. So one of these teams, Germany or Austria, the focus of our attention will make up the final. Women's singles to kick things off, followed by men's singles. And then the always exciting mixed doubles, and that's where you see the pressure. So here we go, the two ladies that will be contesting our first match. Now, men's champion has been crowned, ladies champion has been crowned. All that's left is to crown the team champions.
Yeah, and there's just 4 teams remaining out of the 16, and on our table 2, also available on YouTube, you can watch Team Portugal against Team Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, Portugal really one of the surprise packages making up the semifinal lineup here today. This is day 6, the last day of a week long of pool action, from league play to singles, men and women, to team play for the professionals. And wow, what a week of a pool feast it's been. All culminating here today. Pia Filler winning the leg. She'll break. Got to give the edge to Jasmine Ocean from Austria in this one, Mark. But yeah, team play, we say it so often, a totally different dynamic.
Yeah, and I think it's very, very interesting this year, the new rule that they brought in, Jim, where you can talk to your teammates during the singles as well. Or both of them, the whole 3 can get together, have a little huddle and work out a team play as well in the arena at the same time. We've seen that a lot. We saw it with the Americans last night. Shane Van Bonen helping April Larson out a lot.
Yeah, at some point we even question, when is too much coaching too much? You know, you won't see nearly as much of that here today. And attempt at the containing shot. Now there's so many problem areas on the table. The 2 is in problem. The 5 is a problem. So this is going to be, there'll be no clear-cut avenues to the finish line, not in this opening rack. And husband and wife team there, Josh and Pia, a formidable pair.
How's your German lip reading qualities, Jim?
You know, my mom was German, Mark, as it happens, and when anything was said that she didn't want me to know with my aunts, yeah, guess what language she spoke?
Well, we've got more in common than I knew. My mum's mum was German. We've got family ties, of course, in this one as well, in Team Austria, brother and sister. Overcame the USA last night, late last night, early morning, you could even say. Jim, you were doing that one.
Every set went hill, every set. And every team that won the first rack in that set lost the set. It was amazing. Yeah, 3 hours and 45 minutes worth of intense action.
Needs this to run, and it has. Great shot.
No, superb control of that cue ball.
And I know Jasmine, from an interview I did with her recently, she said she's really been working on her safety game and considers her brother to be the best in the business at the safety game, and said that he's teaching her things, you know, shots that she'd never even thought of playing before. So there's a big advantage there as well. Hit though. I think she's been learning some kicking off of husband Josh by the looks of that shot. Great shot.
Well, still the 3 problem ball over on the left-hand side as we look. Doesn't pass the 4 into the corner, and the 5 we've alluded to. Best 3 out of 5 sets, and if it gets to 2-2 in sets, well, the shootout.
I've seen quite a few of those, especially towards the business end of tournaments, where obviously the standard is much higher, shall we say.
And each set a race to 4.
In the background, I watched his final set against Shane Van Boning last night. A couple of unlucky scratches for Shane off the break in that last deciding set, but Mario came with a great clearance, didn't he?
Oh, he really did, and under extreme duress. But I'll be honest with you, I thought USA were very unlucky to lose that match. I thought April Larson played terrific, and just a couple misses that wouldn't normally have come from her cue, and they were both very costly, but America dictated the pace almost from the very outset and just couldn't finish. Yeah, that pillow would have been like a brick for Team USA last night.
Pia recently won her first ever Euro Tour. They're not easy to win, always filled with lots of quality players. Josh has won 6. And 3 European teams in the semi-finals, Jim.
Yeah, I thought she might take the chance and open up the 5 here. Now this rack is there for the taking. It looked like that 3 was thin enough where she could get the cue ball into the 9 and the 5. A little unlucky to be cueing over the 9, but the 5, she doesn't have to do too much with that cue ball.
Very athletic person, Jasmine. Does a lot of running, cycling, swimming, lots of yoga. Helps with all that stretching, Jim, you have to do in this game.
Yeah, this whole week has really shown us how important it really is to consider fitness, physical and mental. Such a long week of grueling action. She needed to miss that 10. That's a mistake, unforced mistake from Jasmine. She had to try and just miss that 10, get that cue ball over the right-hand side.
She cross-side the 6, Jim.
There's enough of that 6 sticking out. That would definitely be an option, and she's called that mark. Good spot. So she's she's playing this with 2 thoughts in mind. She'll be looking to play safe as well, the speed that she plays this.
Played it with inside to avoid the double kiss. Well, this is on.
Yeah, the cue ball will be tracking around the back of that 8. Back down for the 7 near the bottom right corner. So this is a chance.
Josh and Moritz Neuhausen are world team doubles champions. They won't be playing the doubles though in this. It's mixed doubles. Plays in the singles, men cannot play in the Scotch doubles.
Oh, that's a great shot. That's a very good shot. Open pot on this 6. And now she has laid the foundation to try and secure the opening rack in a vital first set.
Yeah, Josh came to the table with the extension in hand just in case she needed that, but it's a bit too far.
You talked about yoga?
Yeah, that's the Mirahashi hoo-ha.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
think it's the perfect time to bring in a little quote that you were talking about earlier on, Jim, when we were talking off air. The great Abraham Lincoln described the game of pool as a healthy, inspiring, scientific game, lending recreation to the otherwise fatigued mind.
Oh, what a horrible miss from Pia there. And she had done the work. She had got herself into a winning position. And again, as clear an illustration as you're ever going to see to the pressure of team play. And Mark, just getting back to that quote, that quote is in my club back in Toronto. I've got it right by the door, Abraham Lincoln's quote. I'm a big fan of all these sporting quotes. Winston Churchill has a bunch. Tom Landry, former coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Got one in there from Shaquille O'Neal. So you've got to come to the club to see him. I'm not going to tell you what they are.
I've got a quote for you. 1-0, Jasmine Ocean taking full advantage of that mistake from Pia Filler on the 8 ball. The big thing is she's got to now put that out of her mind. Played such a great shot on the 6, Jim, to get on the 7. You think it's just pressure?
Absolutely, nothing else. There's no other reason to explain a soft miss like that on the 8 from Pia. They know about pressure. They were put under a lot of heat last night by Team USA. As I said, every single set went hill. And Mary O'Hee provided just a real gut-worthy clearance to close out Team USA's run.
I can guarantee that bottle of drink that Jasmine's just been drinking isn't Coke. It will be some kind of health, energy-giving drink. Cranberry or blueberry is my guess. 7 ball, will it make it? Will it knock the 8 in? No. 2 in the side though, I think. Is it the 2 ball?
Yeah, 6 balls.
6 ball.
But no shot at the 1. Pocket taken away. It's the 5 up in the far corner.
I think it's so nice, brother and sister, husband and wife playing together. What a great life, Jim, just going around the world together, playing pool, doing what you love, with the ones you love.
Yeah, it's nice when you can see family on the road, isn't it? You and I don't have that luxury. But they've got an academy, Q Sport Academy back in Austria. Jasmine and Albin. I think without a doubt the best known brother-sister pairing on the planet in Q Sports.
Yeah,
both world champions.
I've heard of an upcoming tournament that they're thinking of doing, a mixed Scotch doubles World Championships. It doesn't have to be, yeah, it's obviously going to be mixed, but it doesn't have to be your own country. It can be anyone. Choose anyone you like, Jim. I wonder if Albin would choose Jasmine. I'm sure he would, and vice versa. She would choose him.
Yeah, well thought out. May have left the edge of that one, but no attacking options for Pia. And husband Josh, who played some terrific pool here this week as well, played a fantastic match, and you commentated it against Fedor Gorst.
It was just 0 mistakes. I mean, the only mistakes made by either player were, unbelievably, were by Fedor Gorst with the jump cue. I mean, normally so reliable with it. Was the thing that let him down, particularly in his final chance. He had a shot at the 1. Jumped it, missed it. Joshua ran out. Well, it won't be put back in here. Could be put back in because made the ball in the wrong pocket. You must call the shot. It must go in the pocket that you call it in.
Yeah, I'm trying to look right down the line to see if that 8 is sticking out enough for Jasmine to be able to make the 8. She can certainly play the 1 into the 7 into the 8. Either way, she's going to be calling the 8 here. Just a question of how she goes at it. Probably 1-7-8. Nicely played, and now 1-7, and that should keep that 1 hanging around that corner pocket. And this rack she'll have by the throat.
Yeah, there'll be 3 balls down, and not one of them is the 1 ball. It's still on the table. As long as you take the lowest numbered ball. Oh, I can't believe that.
Oh, that makes 2 of us. Look at more than half of that ball is hanging in the jaws of the pocket. What kept that out?
Good job there's the 5-second rule, because if that drops now, it will be replaced. It has dropped, but...
Well, vital for Pia to complete the clearance here. She can't afford another unforced error. This is a thin cut just across the table and out into the middle for the 2.
Nicely judged.
Yeah, perfect angle to drop onto the 3. 4 over the side. Just got to hold her nerve.
This will help her forget about that 8 ball, Jim. She can run the rest of this rack.
Yeah, key point, Mark. Living in the present. It's always an equation for success at this level. Right eye dominant. You see he gets her head right over the cue to allow that right eye to be able to show her target point on that white ball.
Right-handed, just leave the cue ball over on that side rail.
Yeah, not often you go from the 5 to the 10.
And lest we forget, playing for a huge difference in prize money here, Jim. It's worth 30,000 minimum, more maybe 90,000 minimum extra by winning this. 30 guaranteed to 3rd and 4th place, but 60 guaranteed for the final with a shot at 120.
Oh, nice shot from Pia there. Showed no nerve whatsoever and gets Germany back level pegging with Austria. 1-1. Our opening set. The ladies will be followed by the men, which undoubtedly will be Newhausen and Mary O'Hee, because you know that Albin and Jasmine will be opposing Pia and Josh in the mixed doubles. Almost guaranteed that'll be the pairing.
Chao Che-Yu is up against Sarah Roca from Portugal in the first set there also, of course, and they are the same score, level 1-1. So who do you think is going to be stood in this arena, Jim, after the final this evening at 4 p.m. I think the final is? Who's going to be standing there about 6 p.m., 7 p.m. maybe?
I think for me right now, with the 4 teams that remain, I think the path to the finish line goes right through Chinese Taipei. I know Portugal has done so well to get into the semifinals, but to see them past Chinese Taipei, I can't see it. And they just have no weakness, that team. Not that either of these teams have any significant weakness either, but they're strong in every capacity.
Yeah, Team GB went out last night to Taipei on the shootout. Great Britain had them at 2-0 and then 3-2 up in the 3rd set. Phil Burford, but back came Chang Jung-Lin, solid as a rock as always. Wu Kun-Lin, no slouch either, just such a great player, great temperament, great cue action.
Yeah, and you look at Kelly Fisher being the female on Team Great Britain, and that would have put them in good stead. There's the ladies champion on your side, and that represents 1 set win. So
yeah, she beat Chow 4-0.
Yeah, well, that like I said, It's so important. Now, where the 4 and 5 are sitting, from 2 to 3, no problem, but the 4 offers very easy position to the 5, which normally would be sitting pretty awkwardly. But given where that 4 is, this is a great chance for Jasmine to reestablish that 1 rack advantage.
We're playing all ball fouls, so tucking that shirt in, the proud Austrian shirt.
I haven't seen 1 shirt foul here this week. All this jam up apparel that tucks into the belt nicely.
Tight fitting, mate, that is. So needs to get as straight as she can on this 4 ball inside, or just slightly off straight, either way, to drop onto that 5 Jim was talking about.
That'll do. She'd love to get that cue ball real close to that side cushion. That would even give her a little bit of angle. Well, she's still got that angle. She must be able to see this. I know that overhead camera can be a little deceiving, but it was important that she left an angle on this 5. It looked to me like she had to get right tight on that cushion, but apparently not. No, she's fine. And again, maintaining angle. That's always a key in pool, because when you've got angle, Mark, you can get that cue ball to any area of the table.
Yeah, she missed the 9 ball there as well, which was could have gone a little bit right, but this is perfect.
Get back over for the 7. Oh, she miscued. That's a foul. Didn't get a rail after contact. She was trying to cue that. Just totally miscued. Look at that.
Oh, she moved her head, the arm went across, everything moved. Came right across that, Jim.
Pressure with a capital P.
Miscue with a capital M.
She had done all the hard work at Jasmine. Now you can take nothing for granted. We've seen some of the easiest shots imaginable missed. I'll never forget, I saw the 10 Shane miss. I saw Mario miss a 6 last night. I saw Albin miss a very, very easy 3 ball. Just
He actually set that shot up straight after the match and missed it again.
no, just shocking. But again, that's the nature of what big time pressure pool can do to you. You take nothing for certain. You give every single shot the attention and care it's due. It's long 9. It'll be a rack winner. Got to stay still. Oh, nice shot.
Remember the great Ted Lowe, legendary snooker commentator. He said the balls never forgive you. Disrespect them, they come back and bite you sometime later in the match.
The balls remember. I mentioned that yesterday in commentary. And 2-1 the lead for Germany.
Yeah, Jasmine has just come to that stage area just to get a tip tool out of her bag, just to do a few running repairs. I hope it's nothing too drastic. I hope she hasn't taken a chunk out of it. There is a cue doctor outside at the convention centre here. There's actually a dog fashion show starting today, Jim, down on the first floor. Pause for Fashion, it's called. Now, I've got a question for you. I asked Eric it yesterday. Obviously, when models are walking down the catwalk, it's called a catwalk. Well, what do they call it when the dog's doing it?
I'll go down and find out and let you know. Rack number 4, 2-1 to Germany.
Well, actually, I've been here all week. I'm leaving tomorrow.
Try the veal.
Albin just having a stroll around the arena. Looks like one of the calmest guys in the world, doesn't he? Very ferocious competitor, though.
The 2 and 5 also married together.
Might be the target to get behind them here, Jim. She's going the other way.
Yeah, not her best safety effort, but again, she's got the insurance policy of the 2 being locked up. But having said that, Pia with a chance to dictate proceedings here.
Yeah, the 8 ball.
That's exactly what he's showing her. Just get the cue ball over near the bottom middle of the table, and that'll afford some pretty attacking safety options, if not a chance at that 8.
This looks pretty spot on. Open up the 2 and
perfect. Mark, absolutely perfect position. Just flick the edge of that 2. It'll open it up and park the 8 into the bottom of the side pocket.
Just be very unlucky to scratch off this as well.
She won't play it hard enough.
Yeah.
This is a touch shot, very slow. Beautifully played.
Control that.
Well, she would have liked a little angle on this too, because I don't think she's going to be able to get the cue ball off the side cushion to attack the 3, and the 3 was available from the middle of the table. Well, that's not possible now.
Jim White and myself, Mark White, in the booth here for this first semi-final. Eric Olofsson, George Teachea on the microphones for our other match going on at the moment, Portugal versus Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, there was so little value in attacking that 2. There was no point in it. Couldn't get on the 3, and what a good effort that one from Pia. She's really given Jasmine everything she could ask.
Yeah, it's all well and good, like being told what to do, but it's actually executing it as well. It's still got to be executed, Jim. Opened up the 3 slightly.
Yeah, possibility here. Drawing that cue ball and keeping it near the center of the table, and a bank available on the 3 because the 4 is in the same half of the table. So she'd be able to go after this bank with a modicum of safety in mind and position on the 4 if she got it. So I wonder if Josh is telling her that. But can she hit this with enough power to draw that over to the side? She's playing top, so
maybe just running into the 9 and holding what you get.
No, she was always defending. I think one of the guys, if either, for sure, if Josh would have been there playing that, he would have tried to knock that 2 in and play the shot I mentioned. But again, that required some cue power. Jasmine calls for the extension.
One of them just can't get comfortable.
Yeah, as our camera pulls out here, Mark, it looks pretty straight, long and straight. If she can knock this in and hold that cue ball right there, she'll have a shot at the 3. It was all cue delivery, and now she's turned it back over to Pia.
Normally one of the best cueists. It's not quite at the moment. That miscue a little bit earlier on. Came across the ball. I think she came across it a little bit there as well, Jim.
Well, here's that bank shot that I alluded to earlier, Mark, that should be able to play, and the 4 in the same half of the table. You can go at this with the knowledge that there will be some rewards if you get it. And I think that's what Josh is telling her. It's worth the shot. Again, she's the one that's going to decide. At the end of the day, she's the one that's got the cue in her hand. So if she doesn't feel comfortable, she won't take it. And she didn't. And again, a very good containing shot from Pia Filler. I actually like this. I like her being able to control, and she should have the final say. Because you don't want any player going for a shot if they're not fully committed and comfortable.
That's a good shot. Good containing, but she's going to be in trouble again, I think. Sarah Roca from Portugal has taken a 2-1 lead over Chow Cho-Yu. Huge roar in the background. There's also the Caribbean State Championships going on here, the BCA CSI Expo. It's teams finals day there as well, Jim.
How important is this hit? Giving cue ball in hand to your opponent. Looking at where these sit. And almost be giving the rack away, and with it a 3-1 lead. Got to hit this.
Might still hit it. Well, she has, but left it on.
It's about where you'd put it if you had cue ball in hand.
The dejection, the slump, as she saw what she'd left.
Two. The two ladies over on table number 2. And Pia can hold herself together. She's going to stake Germany to a 3-1 advantage in the race to 4.
They're neighbouring countries, of course, and they do spend a lot of time together, these 4, practicing at the academy. And Jasmine and Albin go up to see Josh and Jasmine and practice over on their tables as well.
Yeah, that one wiped its feet before departing the playing surface, didn't it?
Some say that's going in cleanly, Jim. Wow. And all that's done is made Jasmine's job even easier, because 1 ball less, the 9 ball could have presented a problem going from 9 to 10, but not now. It's not on the table anymore, so it's just the 6 to the 10. 7 to the 10 rather.
Yeah, and she's left a nice angle. Boy, what a bad miss that was from Pia Filler. From 3-1, it's looking a lot like it's going to be 2-2 now. Get a nice angle. Going to have to force this, though. Around the cushions, 3 cushions, and back down for the 10.
This will make her feel much better if she can cue a really nice shot now. Just like that. Nicely cued. Going to be level again, James.
Yeah, and a pretty fair scoreline in my opinion, Mark. I think they both had their share of mistakes. And as I said at the outset, I think that Jasmine would have been a decided favorite in this ladies match. And Pia had a chance to put her 3-1 down. Just missed that simple 6, and especially after the 5 going in. The tradesman's entrance of that corner pocket, and then it's almost like she hadn't taken a step back and kind of reset, because she really didn't hit that 5 very well.
Jasmine had a good singles as well. Overcame Cesca Centino, the women's world 10-ball champion, after going out to her in the semi-finals last year. Beat her in the quarters yesterday.
Well, Mark, at 2-2, I'm very quickly going to tell you one more saying I've got on the wall in my club. If winning didn't matter, why do we keep score?
Oh, stop it. That is beautiful. It's worth visiting your club just to go and read that. What's it called? Where is it?
Good break, that one, but no friends at the table for Jasmine, so Josh just letting Pia know one of the safety options that he sees. And against WPA rules, you see that one near the 10. Getting the 10 early is not a rack win. Keeps you at the table, respots, but the WPA rules, you got to go through the rack.
I'm always worried someone's going to stand on their cue and end up on the carpet. Watch that pinky, Jasmine. Jasmine jumping. As always, get a hook there. 2 rails. Do you have milk tray in Canada? The chocolate?
Oh, yeah.
Albin looks like the man from Milk Tray. The guy that used to deliver the chocolates. Do you remember leaving with his card and like a James Bond character? Oh, good solid hit. I hope she called this. Great effort.
He's going to have to catch this thin to go back the same side of the table. Oh, this looks nice. Really nice. And I wonder what Josh is telling her here, because there's 0 value in knocking this 2 in. So I'd be playing this with a bit of speed too and laying that cue ball behind the 7. Open things up a little bit. Yeah, personally, I would have hit that harder and just tried to dislodge a few more balls. And you knew that cue ball wasn't going any further. And the 2, he was always going to get a fuller contact on the balls down there. But just develop a few more balls to put the pressure on Jasmine and make the hit more imperative.
This isn't so much ask Alexa, it's ask Albin. How do I get out of this? A nice little nudge there. We are coming all tooled up with both weapons.
Yeah, Albin will probably take the playing cue out of her hand. She'll be using the jump cue here, I'm sure. Near the side rail helps her to elevate.
Good solid jump. Could have lost the cue ball there, but played it okay. There is a bit of the 2 ball poking out for Jasmine.
Yeah, and that's going to make the safety option pretty simple here. Just got to be careful. You don't want to catch this too thick and cue ball hit the 9. That side pocket is looming, so she needs a pretty thin hit on the 2 here.
Sarah Rocker has taken the lead once again against Chao Che-Yu. She's on the hill at 3-2.
Jasmine played this shot very nicely. Good speed. Again, trying to force the mistake from Pia. And at 2-2, this is a massive rack.
I think she called the 3 ball, didn't she? Or did she call the 2 in the corner? Not sure what she called. It's a chance, Jim.
It is a chance. Difficult to see exactly how good of a chance it is. And I guess it's a little too close to that 2 for Jasmine to consider trying to knock it in.
Yeah, Albin's got the cue extension. You can see which shot he wants her to play.
Yeah, just a thin hit. Keep the cue ball over on the left-hand side of the table as we look. And she'd like to take that side cushion away too. Make the hit trickier.
Not going for this, just the safety. Hit it, as she, it's okay.
Yeah, and I think it's mission accomplished.
Might actually jump to the kick here, Jim. To the side rail, right-hand side rail, kick.
Yeah, an outside possibility. I mean, she does have the left-hand side she can go to, but I think you're right, Mark. And I think that's what Josh is recommending is the kick jump. Or jump kick in the proper order.
Yeah, it'd be wise to get it in the correct order for Pia.
She's just going to straight try and jump this over the 6.
This is tough.
Yeah, this is tougher. And you can see she's got to elevate. And with that 2 so near the cushion,
right,
bigger rewards if she hits it.
Or it's a jump kick that way. But she's left it.
Yeah, so didn't intend the kick. She tried to hit that full on. She's left a chance for Jasmine. Didn't quite execute as her brother intended. Yeah, there's still nothing easy about this. Position from the 3 to the 4. Did I call Josh Pia's brother?
So I did it once in commentary as well.
Family member. I think I'm going to just keep.
Stop digging, Jim. Stop digging.
Keep from digging myself in any further. Relative. Yeah, that was always going to be tricky, wasn't it? The position from the 3 to the 4. Now she needs a kick, and she needs to hit this.
She didn't just hit it, she made it. Wow. Brilliant.
And called it. Yeah, sigh of relief there, but worth another look. You know what? That's a highlight reel shot. Let's mark that one down.
And nicely on the 5 as well. Great shot all round. Tough shot into the side, this 6.
Yeah, your line of sight is looking away from the target. This is the type of shot you play from memory. Oh, that's a good effort, that one. Just nothing feels easy right now, Mark, does it?
No, neither player's really got into their rhythm at the moment. It's lots of safety, but interesting all the same. I don't mind a bit of a safety battle. Pressure mounts. She's cutting this top left as we look. I think she is. In the angle to memory.
Yeah, this is another one of those shots that our overhead camera, a little deceptive. Almost looks like it's a lot easier into the corner nearest our camera.
Cleanly, it doesn't matter how they go in as long as they do. I don't think I've ever seen so much body movement from Jasmine as I've seen in this first match. From Jasmine.
Yeah, you know, they're getting to the stage too where they start looking at the finish line and those dollar signs start to become pretty significant. I mean, this is a massive payday for the team championships. 10 down, 3-2 the lead for Austria. 120,000 to the eventual winners in the world teams here. That's 40,000 each. That makes the week worth it.
3-3 also on table 2. Chachayu has levelled it. So they're exactly the same score as we are here.
Well, 3-2. And maybe it's a Freudian slip. You're tipping Germany in this rack.
He had some good quotes as well, didn't he? Freud. Have you got any Freudians on your...
I got nothing from him. He didn't play pool. Wasn't much of an athlete, old Sigmund, was he?
Nor was Winston. He had a few good sayings, didn't he? I'm waiting for you to come up with one of them, Jim.
I think I've got one on the wall. Told you, Mark, I don't want to give away too much. No chance. Chance at the 1. 5's in trouble on the right-hand side. No rack following the break has really just unfolded easily. And you know what was shocking? There were about 25 plus breaks on this table played last night between Austria and USA. 1 break and run out. April Larson. Just The table is breaking very difficult. This one never threatened the corner. But there's a long ways to go in this one. Pia, that's about the fastest I've seen her get back to her chair. Yeah, scary. As good a players as we've seen here, and as hard as Van Boning, who hits the break harder than him? Just the way the balls were breaking. And Shane, again, I mentioned how unlucky Team USA was. Twice the cue ball got kicked in. Nailed the break, got kicked in. You couldn't possibly legislate for that. I'm sure Shane doesn't appreciate me reminding him of how unlucky he was, but he certainly was.
I saw you having a word with him when we walked past last night. What did you say to him? What did he say to you?
Ah, just that. I just said, you know, you were unlucky, and he knew it. He didn't need to hear it. I think he said something like it was the story of his week here. Something along those lines. He wasn't terribly lucky in men's singles either.
Yeah, he went up to one of the players involved in our other semi-final in the teams, João Grillo. Beat him in a shootout, didn't he?
Good shot. 2 was always going to be targeted off the 3, and she's got a shot at the 3. But the problem, as I've mentioned earlier, that 5 up at the top end of the table. So again, position to the 4, and if you've got the angle on the 4, that you can get right behind that 5. And I don't know that this is there. It may be. She may be able to force follow this and get right behind that 5 to play a good aggressive safety. Just tough to tell what angle is there. If not, she'll play safe here.
Yeah, I think he's told her to draw back behind the 8, isn't he? Tried to break them out as well, maybe, Jim.
Well, what a shot that would have been, Mark. If she could have tried to loosen that 5 and laying the snooker on Jasmine Ocean, what a shot that would have been. 3-2 the score. Austria just in front.
I don't think she's in mid extension there, Albin. Maybe the jump cue. Yeah, she's going airborne. She makes it, could dislodge something here, Jim. Success so far with a short stick.
I think Josh is telling her she has to clear that 8 and 9. In making this 4, she's got to get past that 8-9. I mean, well past it. She's not.
Oh, it is the 7, a combo though, into the side. She might be able to kick combo the 7. If it's wired.
I think Pia's called for the extension, just took a look at the clock, and a little bit more time needed.
She's got a piece of it. Good shot.
Yeah, very good shot. She could just get through to the edge of that 5, so now the pressure reverts back to Jasmine.
I'd love to know the kick count in this match so far, Jim. Michael and Avinash have been feeding us a few stats here and there, been very helpful, haven't they, Jim?
Yeah, some of them are very interesting. And keeping an eye on both tables. It's a chance now for Pia. Everything's in the open. Only distance working against her on that shot. Jasmine, a quick look. She'd love to be able to play this into the side. I don't know. There's a pocket there. There certainly is to the corner. You see a lot more safety play in team action than you do in singles, because in singles there's a lot of value in just trying to build up a rhythm and attacking to stay at the table. And in team play, you're always so aware you're playing shots not just for yourself but for your teammates. You're always erring on the side of caution. The 50-50 shots in team play, you turn down. In singles play, you take.
Yeah, very good point there. A little bit short.
Yeah, she intended the side pocket. And you can see her just with her facial expression, just a little bit trickier than it needed to be.
She is on the hill.
You don't see Mario He in either of the two chairs. No prizes for guessing where he is.
Nicely done.
Just gets by the 9. And this should seal it here in the opening set. She needs the 9 and the 10. Secure the first set win for Team Austria.
Shaky start, fair to say, I think, for both players, but this is what champions do. When the chips are down, they find something from somewhere.
Austria does knock in the 10, secures the first set, and they're off the mark here. A 4-2 win to Jasmine Ocean over Pia Filler. And next up, it's going to be men's singles, Neuhausen versus He. And the players are going to hit the reset button, and so are we, Mark. We're going to be back very shortly, and we hope you join us.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Fighting Jasmine.
Philippines are the world champions.
There's your format. Team Austria securing the women's singles. Now it's men's singles. Mario He versus Maurice Neuhausen. And you know a little bit about this young German superstar, and I mean, following in the footsteps of players like Ralph Souquet, Oliver Ortmann, Thomas Engert, wow, Ralph Eckert, so many.
Yeah, and he's just joined back forces with Christian Reimering, who's well known, the stroke man. I think it's called The Stroke, is his business. And he's been spending a lot of time with him. And also, a big thing about Maurice, he's been spending a lot of time in the US and New York specifically as well. Had some pretty good finishes. I know he done well in a couple of kind of, not regional, but slightly higher than that. Very, very good talent. Great work ethic. Very nice kid. Of course, was Josh's Scotch doubles partner.
Well, and a lot of people might be wondering, why not Josh Filler? Well, the reason, because following this set will be mixed doubles, and Josh wants to pair up with his wife. Same as you don't see Jasmine, or sorry, you don't see Albin Ocean playing with in the singles match here, because he wants to pair up with his sister. Mind you, Mario has been playing superbly anyway. I'd probably lean towards Mario He anyway. He's been the star for Team Austria in men's play for sure. Closed things out with the USA last night. Great clearance against Van Boning. Beat Van Boning in both sets.
It's pretty strong. Jinxed him there, Jim. Also, Albin's doubles partner in the World Cup of Pool, Mario He. I think they've won it twice, haven't they? Already crowned two champions here this week. Kelly Fisher winning the women's Puerto Rico Medallite Open, and yesterday Conrad Musician. Was really nice to see the pole getting on the podium, more specifically in the #1 spot. Had a great final against Roland Garcia, who also had a terrific week here in Puerto Rico.
Just drew far enough to give himself the angle to drop onto the 6 nicely. And that miss from Mario He is going to be punished. And it looks very likely like costing him the opening rack. Yeah, you like the speed that this young man plays around the table. Mark, you had mentioned that to me.
Yeah, I took the words out of my mouth. I mean, he really does get on with it, sees the shot. And, you know, in the same kind of vein as Josh Filler, to be honest. Similar kind of player. Great cue ball. Sees the shots quickly, gets down and just does the business. Neuhausen, the new kid on the block. His first out of the blocks in this second set. Then goes to 10.
Yeah, looking to get back on level terms with Austria.
I don't think that first set was really an indication of any type of favourite in this particular match. You know, it's who's going to turn up on the day, I think, today, Jim. Equal chance for both of these teams.
Well, Josh knows he's having a good laugh. I know if I'm sitting on the other side and Team Austria, I see these guys having a little laugh. They look way too comfortable for my liking. Because right now, Albin Ocean is on the practice table over to our left, and Mario sitting there on his own. No one telling him jokes. guaranteed these two will know each other pretty well from Euro Tour events. Lost the cue ball. No friends at the table anyway, so no bother. I don't know if the 4 intervenes a direct path to that one. I think it does, so it'll be just a push out for Mario He.
Talking about body language and temperament and demeanour around the table, Chang Jung-lin, well known for being so stoic, never showing any emotion. Well, he made his spot shot last night in the shootout with Team GB and almost looked like Shane Van Boning. He was doing this kind of dance almost, punching the floor as he made his. First time I've ever really seen it. And then Phil Burford stepped up, made his, and then mimicked Chang Jung-lin and did exactly the same back to Chang Jung-lin. It was just a fun little moment. Chang Jung-lin had the last laugh.
Yeah, I'm not too sure whether he wants to take this. I'd be turning it back. I don't see any obvious safeties. They do. A little bit more important. But this isn't easy. A containing safety is easy, but an aggressive one, not so much.
And behind the 3-7, maybe?
Oh, this is perfect. No, he just didn't quite get there. But it looked like it was perfect. And certainly that was the plan. Well, he did get there. Pardon me. Easy escape, but I mean, you got to be very confident in your cue ball to be playing shots like that. And obviously, Josh, very confident in his partner.
But John Lehman stepped over to have a look. I thought he was going to offer Mario some advice for a second there. Careful. As good as you could have expected, I guess, Jim.
Yeah, containment from that situation. I think he'll more than accept that. Still, Moritz is dictating pace of play here. Chance to play another good safety. 1 into the 9.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, this is a little bit trickier to hit.
Biggest round of applause there was from Josh and Pia Phillip. He loved that one. He's punching the air at that shot.
Yeah, and they're looking to see if that one is touching. Because if it is touching the cushion, then he needs to hit a cue ball. Needs that cue ball to hit a cushion. And he's only got, I'm going to say, half a ball from where he's going to be going at this. This is dicey, Mark. Believe me. Especially if that one is touching.
Might be tying something up here, Jim.
Yeah, that's just how tough it was. And I've got to be honest, I'm not really sure what the value was there. He's on 1 foul. 3's tricky. I think he's going to try and 3-foul him.
Yeah, I mean, he could make the 1 and the 2 and play the hook on the 3.
Yeah, I would. I'd be trying to hook him right here. Get that one up to make the next one evil as well. I'm not sure what Mario's intention was in rolling that 10. If he tried to tie something up, he didn't do a very good job of it.
Well, that's 2.
And now he's bumped the 2 into a safe area, so even more likely that Moritz is going to try and lay it right here.
Yeah, and Josh doesn't just want him to hook him, he wants it to be super, super difficult. I mean, this is worth the rack.
And again, he wants to get that one buried as well. The cue ball will be, but he wants to put that one where clear path to it is just not there.
There's a 2 railer, possibly 3 railer on here, Jim, just past the side pocket.
Yeah, that's not ideal, Mark. I got to be honest. If a little harder would have been perfect if he'd have got it up and tucked it in between those colors. But this is not that difficult to hit. And it's a massive 1 ball near that cushion. I'd be very surprised if he missed this.
Yeah, it might have been better just trying to glue that cue ball behind the 3 there, instead of maybe putting too much concentration on where the 1 was going, Jim.
But that was what he needed to focus on there. He had to get that 1 into an area where it was tough to get at, because he was always going to be behind the 3, kicking the way that he did. He just didn't get the 1 where he wanted it.
Wow.
Isn't it amazing how this has all of a sudden turned that 1 and just, I'm not going to say a mistake, Mark, but just a half error in not laying the real tough hit. Now it's completely turned, but again, that 3 ball, that's a problem ball. So if Germany has any chance to get back to the table, it'll be in the form of that 3. And if Mario has the angle here and he can swing this cue ball down to attack that 3 to the only pocket it's available to, the opposite corner, because the 8-9 is dead set into the side, so that's not a problem.
Needs to run.
Pretty good. That's pretty good. He can get that cue ball to the middle of the table off this.
João Grillo is at it again. He's 2-0 ahead against Wu Kun Lin over on table 2.
Well, you can use that 7, looks like, to try and hold position. He's also looking to jack up.
Nicely judged. Very nicely played. Touch shot.
Yeah, and notice how still he stayed. He knew the line the cue ball was taken. That was perfect.
Such a gentle touch, hasn't he? He's a big cuddly panda is what he is.
A little closer to the 5 than he ideally wanted. This has become a lot more difficult. Tough 5.
Just beating the shot clock.
Now what a recovery. That's a great recovery. This was a tough 5. Thin cut into a blind pocket. And he knew the cue ball was running around the angle, so the speed that he had to play that shot was huge as well.
You mentioned the 8 and the 9 being wide, but it is possible to get on it also into the bottom corner. See how he gets on it.
I think that's exactly what he'll do. He won't have to do much with the cue ball that way, Mark. He could draw it back and play the 8-9. Just really personal preference. I think looking at the angle on this 7 now, I think he'll just settle himself for the long 8. No, he's going for the combination. Just has to negotiate where that 8's going to finish, but it's dead set. So he playing this, you should be able to control where that 8 goes pretty easily.
Into the same pocket.
Well, it was Newhausen that had all the control in this racket the year going. And just the one slight mistake in not laying nearly as difficult a snooker on that 1 as he wanted. And that opened the door for Mario He. And he put his shoulder to it. 1-1.
He must have been fearing the worst when he was on 2 fouls, thinking, well, I'm really going to be in trouble here. And let off the hook to a certain extent, literally.
Well, yeah, it was just a much easier escape on that 1 than what Austria intended to leave. Sorry, what Germany intended to leave Austria, but you know, in the end, it was still it was a good hit, one that I favored him to get out of, and bought himself the opportunity, and it came, and he was equal to it, cleared up, and hence our 1-1 score.
Looking out to my left, Chao Che-Yu warming up with Chang Jun-Lin, also Albin. Getting ready for the Scotch doubles. Love a bit of Scotch doubles, Jim.
Here we are, our 9th break in this match. There hasn't been a break and run out yet, but there's a great opportunity for Mario. Austria, remember, won the first set. And if Mario could ever win this set, they'd be in the catbird seat. Mixed doubles to follow. Oh, not a very good shot there. Instantly takes him out of position. The whole German side there on his own. All of his teammates practicing.
Good shot. Jumper ball. Comes straight with propel. Josh Villa giving him a standing ovation for that one and a high 5.
Yeah,
that one.
Not so much the shot, but how about the position to the 3?
They really are having fun out there. Maybe Mario could do with a bit of company. Huge future, Moritz. Normally rooms with Frank Candela, the Italian. He's not here at this particular event. Frank, a great player on the Euro Tour. Early 10s in this format, of course.
Now, how big was the lack of position from the 1 to the 2 for Mario He now? At this level, Mark, the smallest mistakes are magnified. It's going to be 2-1 Germany. Newhausen with the break in rack number 4. Boy, you look at the new kids on the block, Filler and Newhausen, and you think of the old guard, as I mentioned, the Ortmann, Souquets, Thomas Engerts, and the like from Germany passing the torch down. It's in pretty good hands, isn't it?
Yeah, Torsten Holman as well, another legend, the Hitman.
Yep.
Still loving it, still going around the circuit. Not here this week, but taking a holiday somewhere.
Just a host of Hall of Famers that have represented Germany in years gone by. I remember Torsten and Ralph winning the World Cup of Pool in the Philippines.
But that was a spectacle.
So many fans there. It was in one of the shopping centers. I mean, there was no standing room.
Must have been an SM mall.
That's exactly what it was, a mega mall. Yeah.
Really nice guy around the venues, Mario. Very quiet. Loves a laugh. Good travelling buddies with Alex Kazakis and Dennis Graber. They had many a road trip across the States. Oliver Schnallnocky as well was another one. Sometimes Demetrius Lukatis. Imagine that carload.
Mario comes back with a short cue, just the kick option on the 1. Kick and stick would be ideal. Jump, hit this, park that cue ball right there and see if you can get the 1 ball around the angles and use that 6 as a blocker.
I think he went for it, did he? Oh, he's left a chance, I think.
And if he has, it is a chance because that 3's available, sitting right beside the 9. That 3 is available to the corner.
I think he went all in there, Jim.
Yeah, this is a big shot. It's got half a pocket, the inside half.
Right in the heart. Great shot.
Yeah, the loudest applause was coming from the Filler family there. They're both smiling. Yeah, if this young man is feeling the pressure, he sure isn't showing it. Looks like he's enjoying his time out there very much.
Money comes and goes. You can always earn more money, but something that stays with you forever is the title World Champions.
Yeah, another saying very similar. Form is temporary, class is permanent. But those world titles, you can never take those away.
Nice angle on the 5.
Yeah, it needs to ensure to leave a little angle on the 6 just to slide back over towards the middle. Even a little above the 7 because where the 8 is. So he's just showing you if you could get there. He's got the perfect angle on the 6. Can almost get that cue ball wherever he wants it to attack the 7. Give himself an angle to get onto the 8. And that's right where he was holding his Q-tip. Josh just out of his chair just to confirm that he can miss that 10. Slice the 7 in and miss the 10. Get the cue ball back over the other side of the table.
Well, Moritz Neuhausen will be 20 in 2 days' time. What a birthday present this would be.
Germany had to be one of the sides that caught the attention of all the fans here leading up to the team championship. A formidable pair. The fillers, and to add to that, this 19-year-old star. I mean, Austria always look good too.
I just don't think it's fair that so many great qualities go into one human being. I mean, 19 years old, talent like this. Good looking young guy as well. World at his feet, Jim.
Yeah, and a testament to how strong the field was. The defending champions, the Philippines, never got out of their group.
Yeah, interesting point that. I didn't realise that. I didn't, of course. Yes, baby, says Josh Filler. Very, very animated. I don't normally see him this animated until the end of a match. He's famous for his huge celebrations. There you see, double high five. He's having so much fun out there, isn't he? Look.
For me, that is key in putting a team together. Makeup, chemistry, huge. They're all out there, they're all enjoying it, they're all embracing it, and they're all making Moritz feel as comfortable as possible.
Yeah, not a bad thing having Josh in your corner, is it? On the hill to level up the sets in this intriguing semi-final between two giants of the game, Austria and Germany. It's a game though, Jim. Has he got a shot? No, the cue ball's in.
Yeah, worth another look. Got kicked in a couple times actually.
Nice.
3 and 1. Taking that cue ball into that side pocket, but you know the problem that's confronting Mario right now is in the form of that 4, and he's looking 1, 2, 3 all here. That 4 is the problem ball.
Again, Jim, it's that break, isn't it, that's causing so many problems. You mentioned yesterday's match between USA and Austria on here.
So he's looking at the angle on this 3. He can take that cue ball down to attack a possible bank on that 4. I almost feel like Mario has to wrest the initiative back and try and do it aggressively. Needs angle on this 3.
I don't think he's got it, has he?
May have traveled a little further than intended. Tough to say. He'd like to have had an angle even to be able to dislodge that. If he could have taken the cue ball into the 10 and the 4, that would have been ideal. Really, I'm not sure it's there. No, he did wrong side himself. So it's option B. Around the angles with the 4. He's called aside, but he's going to glue this cue ball behind the 10. Bank that 4 off 3 cushions up the other side of the table. And that's a very good containing shot, that one, from Mario He. Tough one to hit, and everything's in the open. Moritz shrugs, lets the former world champion give him the escape. route here to this 4-ball.
So close.
Yeah, it was never going to be easy. Had to swerve around that 10 to create the angle. You see it here. Just missed the 4. And in his mind, he will have given the rack away now, just given where the balls are. And this is going to keep Mario He in Austria still on point. He'll be 3-2 down, but Mario will be breaking. I say that like the break has been a weapon. It's been anything but. The only thing it allows is the breaker to try and have the first go at how the rack is unfolding.
Shao Grillo, who's taken some big scalps this week, has just taken another one. He's beaten Wu Kun Lin 4-1 to level things up for Team Portugal. Where's Albin, he says. Where's Albin? Almost was like he was looking round then.
Yeah, it's so important to have angle. And judging by Mario's body language, he doesn't.
Oh, he's forced one. What a great shot that was. Into the side pocket as well. Maybe this was some right hand spins to widen the angle off of the rail.
Yeah, good recovery. Pulls one back, 3-2 still to Germany. Mario with the break. Yeah, had to force that 8 into the side pocket, and could have been a little easier. You never like having to thump balls into the pockets, not on these tables. We've seen a few refused. There's Albin, he's come back, supported his teammate.
There's a huge TV screen just to our left, so everyone can watch it from wherever you are in the arena, and the table that Jasmine and Albin were practicing on is right by that, so they could have kept an eye on it.
They're everywhere around the arena, these big screens. Perfect for guys that need glasses like me. Rack number 6. Dry and a chance for Germany here.
Problems, Jim?
Well, I'm looking for them. I don't see any. 6, possibly. 5 to 6 opens up that corner pocket. 3's a little tricky. I think it'll pass the 5 into the corner. We're going to find out real quick. If the 3 does go by the 5, that's what Josh is coming to have a look at. Now Marit's having a look at it as well. But a good opener on the 1. Josh likes it. That 3 goes. Gilt-edged opportunity to seal it here. and square things up. I think it'll go, and I think Josh is telling him he doesn't, if he can get nice and close to it, because he doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball where the 4 is situated.
I thought he might have been telling you. Yeah, he did. It does go. It's very tight, Jim. It must be.
Yeah, and he's perfect. He can float this with kind of a kill shot speed mark. That slow drag and kind of kill the speed of the cue ball going into the 3 and make that pocket as inviting as possible.
He used the rail very well, didn't he? Slid it in off the long rail.
I'd like to get over and get pretty straight on this 5. Now that just means back and across again. Back over the left-hand side of the table as we look. He's got a choice of pockets really for that 6.
Looks good. Looks very good.
Only perfect.
Just a stun now. Takes into the 7. Is he impressing you, Jim? Moritz, I know you haven't seen him too much.
First time I've seen him. Hard not to be impressed.
Josh out. I was just going to say, I don't think you'll see Josh out of his chair. He's just jumped out of his chair. I don't know why.
Well, Josh and Pia, they'll take center stage next, and Jasmine and Albin for Team Austria. This is going to be deadlocked at 1 apiece. And a great performance. First time we've seen Mario He lose on this table. Yes, baby, you hear it from Josh Filler. 1-1 confirmed. Mixed doubles will be coming your way shortly. Another look at this. Played terrific, was never in trouble. Superb cue ball control. And Moritz Neuhausen bringing it home for Team Germany. Mixed doubles coming your way. We'll see you in a couple of minutes.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Fighting Jasmine.
Philippines are the world champions.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Fighting Jasmine.
Philippines are the world champions.
It's semi-final action, front and center. Both semi-finals in play right now, and I believe both of them are deadlocked at 1 set apiece. It's a race to 3, and if it gets 1-1, we go to the shootout. And I wouldn't discount the shootout on either table. Along with Mark White, I'm Jim White. Hoping you're enjoying this as much as we are. A lot of the amateurs that were here for league play still in the convention center here in San Juan on the beautiful island of Puerto Rico in the Caribbean. Tough to keep your mind on business when you're in an island paradise, isn't it, Mark?
Just even the walk back to the hotel at night, all the lights. I mean, I think you described it as a mini Bellagio, was the term you used last night. Water fountains lit up, party atmosphere, banging music everywhere you go. Didn't keep me awake though, Jim.
Well, it's an all-family affair on either side. Brother-sister duo representing Team Austria, husband-wife representing Team Germany. Now, Albin, he hasn't been at his best all week here. Missed a couple easy shots against the USA yesterday, even though they eventually scraped home every set, hill.
He's kind of the odd man out, doesn't he? He's the only one not wearing the country colours. He's a little bit cold in here. I'm sure underneath is that Austrian shirt. Very proud guy.
Oh, I like the way he played that. Now, has he moved that 10 in the path that would have invited the 3 into that corner pocket? That'll be so unlucky if he has. This is a massive point, this one. Massive set. Just enough angle on that 2 to get that cue ball to attack the 3 to the same pocket. 4 and 5 over the bottom side. 7 could be a problem, but with the 6 in such close proximity, you might be able to drop onto that 7 into the top corner pocket.
Decided to open them all up, look, gone right into them.
Yeah, that's what he was thinking about when he was shooting that 3, whether it was worth opening them up. Very aggressive, but again, based on where the balls sit, that was a risk worth taking.
Okay.
Yeah, straight into the long corner. Just follow through for the 6 to the other side.
Rico sat there, can relax for this particular set. His job is done. One point.
He's a cheerleader. Yeah, that's, you know something, Mark? Again, off the cue so quick. He is not there, hasn't been there all week. An easy, well, I say easy, there's nothing easy, but a 5 that he'd like to betcha he makes. 10 out of 10.
Reminds me of a 3-ball he missed last night.
Just anything that requires steadiness and a nice smooth stroke, Albin has been struggling with. He's got to try and find it.
Are you better off punching them in, Jim? You know, they're putting a fuller stroke on them and stunning the cue ball rather than rolling it, play a stun run through.
And I'll tell you the other problem it creates. Jasmine may be trying to get too perfect now, knowing her brother is fighting it. She may try and do too much.
Joshua and Pia, a great doubles team, and it made even more difficult, I think, for Josh and Pia. They're different-handed. Josh left-handed, so he's got to think like a right-hander as well when he's playing position for Pia. It kind of affects the shot she might normally play. Done. So what handed you out? This is 10 ball is going in, and this is exactly the same as the 10 we saw Shane Van Bonen miss in an earlier match.
Mark, I mentioned it earlier. We have seen the easiest of shots, if there is such a thing, from these high-level players. Good Josh, taking nothing for granted. Taking his time, knows the significance of every shot and giving every shot the attention it's due. 1-0 Team Germany. And that helps to burn into Albin Ocean's memory bank that missed 5.
Scottish doubles in action over on table 2 as well. Chang Jungling and Chao Cho Yu against Miguel Silva, Sarah Roca. Advantage to Chinese Taipei at the moment. They're 2-0 up. Back to this one. First blood to Deutschland. Went camping in Cologne in Germany when I was about 12 years old. We set light to the tent, packed up and went back home again. Only lasted a couple of days. Caught the ferry from Harwich to Ostend. We were back home before the weekend was over.
Only ever been to Germany between flights. Stopped in Munich on my way back from an event we did in Warsaw. Coming back to Canada.
Has produced a few great players, hasn't it? Poland.
Yeah, great place to shop, the airport in Munich. Nice Hugo Boss store there that I couldn't afford.
Spend some of it, Jim. I can see you don't spend anything on clothes, but you can't take it with you.
Throw those nickels around like manhole covers. Going to be a push here for Jasmine. Just trying not to leave any aggressive options. And tricky little shot here on the 1.
Looks like you're laughing, Jim. Yeah. Lips are chapped.
It's kind of handy that The lady that looks after everything here, Bonnie, has left us some chapstick here then, hasn't it? Cough drops and chapstick, and we've got it all.
Yeah, Bonnie Dykes does such a great job looking after all us guys. We're always wanting something.
Not to mention getting the food ready for us and ordering it and making sure that we're all looked after in that department. Yeah, big shout out to Bonnie. They'd be lost without her.
Oh, what a shot.
Oh, no kidding.
Wow. Albin is back. Great shot. Now will that kickstart the Austrians? Into the 5 perfectly. Held for the 3 ball. I think Albin, that might have given him just a little bit of confidence. That might have been lacking in confidence just a little bit.
Yeah, he's just got to let that cue go, Mark. He needs a couple shots that he can just, again, team play is not like singles where you can play yourself into a bit of a rhythm, build up a little confidence. Here you're playing one shot at a time, and every shot takes on added significance. So just not as easy as singles play.
Multiple world champion. It's hard to believe that they still suffer from lack of confidence sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, the 5 didn't desert him this time. 6 to the 7, smooth sailing. And you know Jasmine has the utmost confidence in her brother.
She's playing, really playing her part. Won the first singles against Pia Filler, of course. She's playing well in this as well. And Albin just coming to the fore now also. They're going to be a dangerous duo. Shot going from Jasmine. And that cue through the ball very nicely. Perfect on this 9 ball. Albin can just drop the 9 in.
Perfect speed for his sister. This 10 for a 1-1 score.
Very nice. Synchronized shooting at its best.
Yeah, looks good when it's working.
In total harmony.
You can see Jasmine trying to keep it light too. She knows, she feels her brother's pain, and she knows Albin has been far from his best all week. Can't remember who knocked him out of the singles, but it was a bit of a shock.
I know who beat him first in the singles. Phil Burford beat him 5-4 in a shootout. Phil had a pretty good run after making a comeback after 10 years. He did play one event in Scotland where he finished runner-up to David Arcadi, lost on the hill. Well-known player from the UK, not so well-known maybe around the world, but had a good tournament here, beat Capito, and then Albin got to the quarterfinals of the teams as well. Back to this one, Albin breaking off. Power. No reward apart from no look at the one. Team Germany.
Yeah, even watching Albin around the table, a lot of times he's back near where we're commentating from, and Wouldn't shock me greatly if he's a bit under the weather. There have been a lot of people, including one of our team commentators, George Teachea. He's been under the weather all week. His voice, and we sent him home early. It's these events, you know, you're sleeping in strange beds, eating strange food, not getting a good night's sleep.
Oh, a little roll there. A big roll.
And when you're playing, sick or healthy, you have to be out there. Don't know if Team Germany had a reserve, possibly Ralph Souquet. I know he was here, but I haven't seen him anywhere in the arena the last couple days.
I think he's flown to. He's actually gone to Treviso for a Euro Tour event. Still loving the game. I think he's, what is he, 54? I think he is, right?
The Kaiser. I call him Dad. Can't let that one slip away. A very thin cut on offer here for Albin. He's a long ways away from it.
Yeah, just wondering, it could be the reason why he's got that thick jacket on.
It's exactly what I was thinking. You know, trying to stay warm. The air conditioning on here in the convention center. It's always chilly. I remembered it from last year, Mark. I never brought any short sleeve shirts.
Looked a little bit, yeah, dropped his head. Was fearing the worst. It's okay though. Can she spin the cue ball, Jim, over for the 3?
The natural path might take the cue ball between the 5 and the 6. Pardon me, 5 and the 9. She spun it to stay low. Now 4 is available to either corner. It'll go by the 5. This is a big shot in this rack. If he gets position, good position to the 4.
Been left eye dominant. He's noticed earlier on, Jim.
I don't know about this. Oh, just a little further. Should still be okay, but boy, if he could have pulled that cue ball a little further to land straight on this 4, it would have been so much easier.
Jasmine's had to add the extension to the back of the cue, back of the Pantera. To draw past the 5 and 2 rails.
Short.
Just another 6 inches would have been nice.
Yeah, that's like I was saying. If Albin could have just got that cue ball a little further, all the work would have been so much easier. Jasmine's job as well. And now he's going to come with a bit of a shot here. And we already know he's been struggling. Just got to stay still on this. Roll it in. Oh, that's a confidence booster right there, because that was edgy. There's plenty of excuses for him to have a little unforced movement in his action, and well done, Albin Ocean, on that one. Next up, it's going to be the team's pick. So it'll probably be, if I had to guess, I'd say Mario He.
Yes, Josh.
You put Josh Filler out, or?
I think so.
Just because he's probably at the table now.
Yeah, he'd be warmed up. Moritz has been sitting out.
How about that? How about that? And just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water. Crazy, this game, isn't it? Look at this.
He's playing it with a lot of inside spin, wasn't he? Holding it.
Yeah, just a hold for the 8.
And he's pushed Vic into the 7. Wow, what a let-off that is.
I'll tell you, Joss has left a lot for Pia to do here. She's got to come with a big stroke, and she's going to be carrying right over that 10. She's got to hit this one with a lot of power. Running around the angles.
Good shot.
Yeah, it really is. A real good shot. Got the right guy at the table now, too. Filler will slice this and take the cue ball back down the other end of the table with straight ball, and that'll straighten the angle up, and he should be able to land perfect on this 10.
I think the only real reason we can give for Albin's lack of form must be feeling under the weather. We need to find a potion for Ocean to get him up out of his chair and get him feeling good again, because nothing worse than feeling sick at a pool table.
Well, one thing about it, the 5 that he missed in the opening rack was pressure, really. He succumbed to the pressure of that one. He just tried to pinch the pocket to hold for position to the 8, so he missed it under different circumstances, but it was still a miss, and it still cost him the rack. And instead of being 2-1 in front, they're 2-1 behind. And in the semifinals, it goes without saying, every little mistake is under the magnifying glass. We remember them all, and I'm betting so do they.
Yeah, under pressure now. Team Portugal, they're 3-0 down to Chinese Taipei in there. Scotch doubles. Chow Cha-Yu's breaking. That match also available, free to watch YouTube. Later on this table, 4 p.m, we will have the final. Who's it going to be? Austria, Germany, Portugal, Chinese Taipei. Take your pick.
Yeah, you just wonder what you see. A very animated Jasmine Ocean talking to her brother.
The break.
One into the side.
Two is available.
Yeah, does not offer position to the 3. She's got to get below it. Got to play this to get off that side cushion and get below the 2 to get up table for the 3. This is a tricky shot.
Have to play with a lot of right hand spin, wouldn't you? So he's changed the plan. He's going to play a safety after this. Make it easy. I like this play here, Jim. Try and force the issue. Just make the 1 and let Josh get a really good safety. Wants to bounce off the rail. That's okay.
I totally agree. Take what the table offers.
They're in control. Why relinquish that by playing something that's maybe missable? He's a long way off with that. These two guys will be going head to head on the same, it's not head to head, but on the same side in under a month's time at Ali Pali. You know all about the Mosconi Cup. Jim, you've done a few of them yourself. Really are two of the stalwarts of the Mosconi Europe side.
Yeah, that'll be excitement personified, won't it? Not too far away. Alexander Palace. They add seats for the Mosconi Cup over and above what they do for the snooker there. The Master Snooker is played there as well. They add 200 more seats for the Mosconi Cup.
I've been to one Mosconi Cup there. It's unreal. If you haven't been to one, it's kind of the bucket list of pool events that you have to go and experience. There really is nothing else like it.
Tickets are sold out months prior to the event commencing, regardless of whether it's in London or Vegas.
The birthplace of TV in England, Ali Pali, set high up on a hill, and there's a nice little museum there. You can go and have a little look around as well. Learn all about the history of TV. That's where it was first broadcast from.
Possible bank into the side.
Not interested.
No, not interested. Would have taken the cue ball into the 5, but really trying to keep the handcuffs on Team Austria. 2-1 the lead for Germany.
Half the ball to go at. Call the corner. Element of safety, of course, that's the main object of this shot.
Yeah, I think Albin's telling her, play it at the speed where you're just going to leave that 4 in the middle of that right-hand cushion. He's caught it a bit thin, really, Mark. Just a little thinner than she would have liked.
Choices here.
I mean, Filler is such a great shot maker. You know, he wants to attack, but not a lot of positional value from the 4 to the 5, not without creating a little bit. And I think that, yeah, I think that was one of those missing on the pro side shots. And the jump cue comes out. You hear the shouts in the background. As we said, still some team play going on in the league championships that the convention center is also welcomed, along with all these top players. So he's looking at the kick option. He'd like full contact on this 4. If he does go 2 cushions, try and send the 4 up table and try and hold the cue ball, put some distance between these.
160 pros playing in the 3 different tournaments we've had. 650 approximate league players also. Over 800 QS, Jim, under this roof. All here for one purpose. Believe me, they are keeping score on every single table. Side to side.
And you just get the feeling, don't you, that Germany is really carrying the play here. Austria always looking to defend.
Keeping turning that screw.
This isn't easy.
Missed it.
Yeah, that wasn't easy. Especially playing at that speed.
Great shot again. Keeping the pressure on. Relentless.
Yeah, and everything's in the open. Again, ball in hand here. You'd almost be giving the rack to Team Germany. They're already 2-1 in front. Good hit. But he's left a chance. He's hit it. That's all he could do. But a chance. And the angle from the 4 to get to the 5. Straight up and down the middle. That's what Josh is telling his wife. Get back to the middle of the table, Pia.
Friendly kisseroonie there.
I guarantee you that was not the game plan. She overhit that, overdrew it, and has landed perfect on the 5 to the top corner.
Josh losing out in the semi-finals for a men's tournament. If they can manage to win this, he'll actually win more money for winning this teams event than he would have done for winning the singles. 37,500 for the winner, which Conrad Musician picked up. 40,000 each for this one. I can tell you. Chinese Taipei have secured the Scotch doubles win over Team Portugal. Look at that. There's the difference.
Yeah, type of shot that we've seen Albin Ocean miss. Filler hit it, knew it was in instantly and moving. Albin was moving for a different reason.
It was a little bit risky. Should be pleased to have got that one out of the way. My heart went then. I'm not sure about Josh's. Anyway, this 10 ball to put Germany on the hill. And it goes.
Yeah, all to do for Austria in this one now. And you know, on paper, you might have favored Team Austria simply because Jasmine, considerably higher ranked in the ladies division as Pia Filler, whereas not a lot really between Josh and Albin.
Smalls all round. Extra $10,000 each guaranteed just for winning this match alone.
Yeah, you know what, Mark? I just thinking about the next set to come, and men's singles team pick actually. So we're assuming it's going to be in men's singles. I think I agree with you. I think I'd put Filler out. I'd leave him out, seeing as how he's at the table now. And he just looks good. And you know it's going to be Mario He. It's not going to be Albin. That's a guarantee.
Another scratch. This time for Pia. Two's gone very awkward. It's okay to play a safety off of it. Is that what you're kind of going for here, Jim? Get a decent position on the 2 to get in a really good safety.
Yeah, or even draw straight back into the 2. Draw straight back into these and see if you can't develop it.
Yeah, good call, and it's on. Nice shot. Or is it par for the cue ball to get to the 3? It's pretty natural to me, Jim.
Yeah, got to avoid the 6. The path is there, Mark, if you can just dodge the 6.
Just slightly overcut this play off the long rail, this 2 ball.
Yeah, that's what they're looking at. It's really tough to tell from that camera angle if the angle is there to miss the 6. I'm not sure it is.
Looks different, doesn't it, from the overhead than it does here. Oh, she used it.
Use the 6 and the 7. That's the best shot I've seen Jasmine play today. It doesn't get any better than that.
Terrific shot.
Couldn't have negotiated that any better.
Slightly overdrawn. There's a nice angle on this 4 ball down the rail. Yeah, stayed away from danger, played it well.
Good shot, this one too.
2 in a row for Jasmine Ocean.
And she's cranked it up a bit. This is a tricky 5 for Albin. His confidence needs this 5.
Beautiful. What a stroke.
Yeah, that's a little bit more reminiscent of what we're used to seeing from Albin Ocean. Now the 8 presents a bit of a problem. Chance here for Jasmine to leave an angle and depositing this 6.
Nicely with a bit of inside.
And this 8 goes by the 9, so don't need to do anything special.
Earthen stroke now, Jim. The harmony is back.
The extension. Cue ball back off 2 cushions, back out. Could even try and draw this, just depends how he sees it. But he's reaching, so probably straightforward.
But he's going to be okay. She really snatched at that.
Yeah, she knows it. She's apologizing. That was a total miss. Watch the movement too. Look at the arm. Everything went.
I've never seen her move so much, Jim. Her technique is normally so assured. Well, Albin looking across to Josh, and they're sort of nodding to each other as if to say, I know, we got a roll there. Wow.
Nerves are exposed. And there's no point in trying to hide the fact that they're there. Just embrace it. Acknowledge it. And carry on.
And all those around you are losing their heads. Keep yours.
3-2. Germany still in front, needing that 1 rack win to secure set number 3, which would give them a 2-1 lead.
I think Jasmine possesses a slightly better break as well than Pia. Certainly generates more power. Balls flying everywhere. But none finding a pocket. And an open look at the one ball for Josh Villa. His turn to wobble the one.
Now, the way that Josh played that, I wonder if there's a possibility of flicking the edge of that 2 and getting the 5. Doesn't look like it, but again, he didn't seem to bother taking that cue ball near the cushion. Yeah, that's what she tried. Needed a thinner hit on the 2.
Needed to be ultra thin, didn't it?
Well, it was never going to be easy from the cushion, no, that's for sure. And now 2 and 3 available. The 5 is in the open, 4 as well. Chance here for Austria.
It's okay.
With each ball, though, pressure starts to mount as they get closer to the finish line in this set. The pressure gets a lot more intense. Albin's starting to come with a few more shots now. I think he's starting to feel a lot better at the table.
Can't afford a mistake, though. It will cost him a set. Germany already on the hill. Got to play no miss, Paul, from here on out. To draw out of this one. Okay. Maybe left her a little bit more angle on this 7 than wanted to. Can she still draw past it, Jim? I think she can. She couldn't. She could go in the back of it even. Nicely done.
And the 10 is far enough away from that side. But now Albin will be concerning himself with leaving the angle from the 9 to the 10. Want to get right behind that 10. Like to be straight in, regardless of the side you elect to go on.
He's asking whether she wants it over by the cushion or out in the middle of the table. Where will she prefer the cue ball? There or in the middle?
Exactly right, because he can give her whatever angle she prefers. Looks like it's in the middle. And now what side would you like to be on, Albin? You want to shoot that 10 to the top corner or the bottom left? Speed's important here. She wants to be on the cushion, whichever side of that 10 she elects to drop onto.
Great shot.
To coin one of our colleagues' phrases, inch perfect. Right on the coin, perfect. And a big 10, that one. From Alban Ocean to square it up with the break, hill. Without a doubt, the biggest rack they're going to play to this point in the event.
Yeah, they've battled through. It's fair to say, Jim, neither of them on their top game, but they've managed to get through it. Brother and sister pulling together.
Just under 2.5 hours in to this match as well. The team play, it just kind of drags on, and you've really got to stay engaged, stay focused, because as long as the week has been here for all these players, the pot of gold at the end of this rainbow in Puerto Rico ends with the team event. That was quick. Got a ball off the break.
Crowned the women's world champion back in January in Atlantic City. Chao Che-Yu. Nick Kachu then lifted the world 10 ball in Las Vegas. Francesca Santino then lifted the women's 10 ball. Sean Van Boning picking up his first ever, believe it or not, 8 ball world title. Also in Austria. Here we are looking to crown the world team champions of 2023.
This is a tough little shot. I mean, they're having a real good discussion over this. Albin's given her a couple options. And that clock is winding down now, so they don't have a lot of time to make their mind up.
She's going behind the 3 with the cue ball.
Risky, Mark. Very risky. If you don't find cover, you're going to be in trouble.
It looks like she's coming the other way. Okay for now. No damage done. Josh heading over to the 3 maybe with a cue ball, Jim.
Yeah, the first real opportunity. Falling to Germany, looking to extract the mistake. He's called the corner. Be happy to hit this and get it safe.
It's unlucky.
Yeah, chance. I think there's room to be able to make this one. And if there is, it almost looks like the cue ball is going to be tracking up towards the 2. So one good positional shot from Pia Filler here.
And stroke. Nice shot on the 2 for her husband.
Yeah, nice and steady too. Like very, very still and composed.
think Pia is definitely one of the most improved women in the women's tour this year. Christina to catch another one who's come on this year also.
Straight back. Friendly little nudge on the 10. Josh quite happy he's left-handed playing this shot.
Bounce.
Yeah, that's a pretty steep angle into the side pocket. 6 doesn't go into the corner. That's not his best positional shot, I'll tell you. He's left his wife a lot to do. Thin cut. If she decides to attack, maybe time to take your medicine, try and play a safety here. I'm looking at the 6, actually. Pardon me. Is there another ball? 6 is the ball on, isn't it? Sure it is.
Yeah, he's looking at putting behind the 8 ball, by the way. Josh was just gesticulating, but I think she's cutting it, is she? Oh, she's played safe. Oh, that was a brave shot, Jim.
Very brave. I think she's there. And I thought what they were looking at, like there was a ball that I was missing, and it had me questioning what I first thought, but that was a very poor positional shot, that one from Josh.
Is she thinking of jumping this? This is really dangerous. Just the relation of the cue ball to the... Oh, she's okay slightly. Got to watch she doesn't lose the cue ball. Like that. What a shame. What a great jump.
Made the ball in the pocket she called, but again, that clock starts beating down. You know, you rush.
Oh, look, she's distraught. So you would be. Great bank shot, great jump. Just didn't keep the cue ball under control. What a shame. And now 3 balls away from taking a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, I think you can mark it down now. Team Germany.
Fist pump from Josh Villa as he turns back to his seat. Fist pump from Albin and Jasmine. Kind of that last shot on the 6, Jim, that bank jump shot, kind of summed the setup for me.
Yeah, 2-1 advantage now. Germany dictating the pace. It's going to be team pick next, and I wouldn't be shocked to see Filler coming back out against Mary O'Hee. And that in itself will tell you that Albin Ocean isn't well, that Mary O'Hee comes out. Hope you're there to join us.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Fighting Jasmine.
Philippines are the world champions.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Viking Jasmine.
Philippines are the world champions.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Viking Jasmine.
Philippines are the world champions. Welcome back. Well, we are at the fourth set now in this enthralling battle between Germany and Austria. Now, Jim and I were calling, well, we were saying it's definitely going to be Mario He against Moritz Neuhausen. It looks like it's going to be Albin Ocean against Joshua Filler. So we called that one right, Jim?
But yeah, maybe, as you were just saying, maybe Mario He's the one that's not feeling well. But Albin's staying out. Josh Filler putting his glove on, so we got that part right.
Yeah, I think we did say, didn't we, that he's out there anyway. He's warmed up, so he might as well carry on.
And in a set that Austria must win to force a shootout. 2-1 Germany leading. Well, that's easily the best break we've seen, and a chance at a break and run out. And what are we? 10, 9, 20 racks into this match now, and the first opportunity to break and run out.
3. Just trying update you on Portugal versus Chinese Taipei. Xiao Grillo 2-1 up against Chen Junlin in their captain's pick. Back to this one. What a difference. He's a different player.
He started to look a little better in the tail end of that mixed doubles match. That was a good shot, using the 10 to hold position to the 4. He didn't want to slow roll that 3. Has he got enough angle to spin that cue ball off 2 cushions and get it out for the 5?
He's runs up perfectly.
Yeah, and a nice angle on this 5. I'll tell you, when Albin is on song and when he was really in form, he was so cool out there.
A good angle on this 6. Close proximity to the 9, Jim. Is that going to cause any problems? He used to get on the 8 in a really good manner, doesn't he, when he gets that far? Chalk and cheese.
Yeah, battle of world champions.
Little wobble there. I'm talking about great Germans earlier on, Jim, who've raced the pool world. Well, Mosconi now have a German team manager, team coach, Ralph Eckhart.
I've actually done commentary with Ralph in Las Vegas at a Mosconi Cup. A very knowledgeable player Ralph was, a student of the game.
Oh, nice shot there.
Yeah, real nice. Judged that well. Left an angle on the 9. Get cue ball up closer to the 10. Singles play is going to favor Albin a little bit more. Just a chance to build up a little rhythm. And I talked about how his confidence might be flagging a little. The break and run out here will help to settle the ship from an Austria perspective.
Yeah, winner breaks. The best way to beat your opponent is don't give him a shot. He didn't get one in that rack. We'll be hoping for more of the same in the next rack. And if he can break like he did that time, there's every possibility of it.
Yeah, very good inning that one from Albin Ocean. And I'll tell you, if you look on the outside tables, you certainly see Chinese Taipei out there. It isn't going to be long. You're going to see probably Team Germany out there, as well as Jasmine and Mario He, and they'll be practicing the shootout shot. That's almost guaranteed, because if Albin wins this match, that's what we're treated to.
I'm wondering, did that maybe a little bit premature celebration by Josh Riller at the end of that last set? Maybe that fired Albin up a little bit. Maybe it lit the fire. One in the side. Another ball in the corner. Was that another ball in the corner? Yes, it was. 2 balls down.
Yeah, I was having a look to see if he had a path through to this too. I think he does.
Yeah, he's looking at the potting angle. 3 already down, so 4 will be his next target after the 2, and it lays nice, Jim.
And Mario come to support his teammate. This is the big shot in the rack right here. Jeez, that's a real good shot. He had trouble, Mark. I was watching him. He had trouble settling his bridge hand into the side table there to get comfortable to attack that shot. That had me questioning whether or not he would see success there, but what a good shot from Albin.
I thought maybe he hesitated a little bit too long, took many more feathers than he normally would. This is impressive from Albin Ocean. I mean, it really is, to think of what's gone before, the shots he's missed this morning. As the afternoon's gone on, weather in San Juan is warming up, and so is Albin Ocean.
Yeah, testament to his mental strength.
Beat 2 breaking runs in a row. Just what he needed. He wondered if he was feeling a little bit ill. Well, this is exactly what the doctor ordered. This is.
Slow and steady walk around the table too.
Poetry in motion. Beautiful. He said earlier on, very, very true phrase, Jim. Form is temporary, class is permanent. This 10 ball for 2 perfect racks from Albin Ocean and Team Austria. He takes a 2-0 lead against Josh Villa, captain's pick.
Yeah, what a transformation from what we've seen in previous outings from Albin and Mario. Quite happy to see this.
I mentioned chemistry earlier on. 2 best friends, they have been for years. They've won a couple of World Championships together already in the World Cup of Pool. Now Albin was slumped in his chair at times. He's now up and waiting for our referee John Lehman to give him that cue ball. He said, I want to get on with it. Looking to get on the hill. He's looking for that 1 ball in the side once again. And now Team Germany looking a little somber. Misses the 1 on the side this time. It's going to be dry. And there is a look at the 1 ball.
Yeah, at least Josh gets out of his chair. Not much welcoming him, but what safety options does he see here?
Use the 5 to hold there. Didn't need to.
Pretty simple 1 cushion escape for Albin. Left-hand cushion as we look. But he knows one thing, both balls are going to be tracking in the same area. So I do expect him to be playing this at a bit of speed, hoping to put some distance between them.
I'd love to kind of flick off the top side of that one ball, send it down towards this short rail. He was looking like he wanted the cue ball over by the 3. Main object, get that one ball in that back rail. Mission accomplished, Jim.
Yeah, I had to trust the luck a little bit there, Mark, but I knew he was going to play it with a bit of pace.
Possible bank.
Not the easiest of replies here for Josh.
Going thin. Oh, look at that for a touch. Oh, look at this for a scratch. Oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah, that was a very high degree of difficulty, that shot. Paper thin, he hit that one, fully intended, but played it with a trace of spin. And straightened the cue ball back up into those colors. Boy, to hit it that thin, spinning the cue ball over that distance. Two and 3 are in the open, 4 as well. 6, a little tricky. Does offer a combination to the 7, but it is available to the one corner pocket.
Albin didn't really get the chance to get any rhythm going in Scotch doubles. That's the one thing about Scotch doubles. Very hard, isn't it, to get your rhythm. In his singles, he's had a chance to get his hand on the table, get that arm swinging, and he's cueing beautifully now.
And at this stage, here we are in rack number 3. He has owned the table.
And if it does go to a shootout, and it's looking really likely it will, Jim, is there a favourite for the shootout?
Not at all. Not at all. He's got to draw this. He wants to be above the 5 to be able to roll through and play the 6 to the open corner. Well, he might just be a little short of what would have been perfect. I think he'd like to bring that cue ball back a little further. May be able to force stun this down. Play the 6 to the corner. Same side he's standing. That was the intended pocket. I don't think he's got any choice. He has to try and stun this down.
Crack the 5 in the back of the pocket, and he does. Well played.
Now this is a nervy shot here. Does he want to try and use that 9 to hold for position on the 7? Or slow roll this? Actually, when you're a little edgy, you always prefer hitting the ball, always. So I like his choice there.
Nice shot. Well controlled.
Looks an entirely different player than we've seen in the mixed doubles from yesterday and today. he's going to stake Austria to a 3-0 advantage. And in fairness, Josh Filler hasn't had a chance. He's had one real difficult safety. It's the only shot that he's had.
And you could say a little unfortunate to scratch. Played such a nice thin contact on that one ball. And it's just to run just a little bit more. It's okay. This for 3-0, and more importantly, Jim, on the hill, breaking to go hill in the match overall. Top class performance from a top class player.
You really can't say enough for Albin to have come out here and dug down. He's a character player.
Another player showing some real guts and determination and fight. João Grillo is on the other table.
Yeah, and there's no surprise that just walking by our commentary desk, Newhausen and Pia Filler over to the practice table. And there goes Mario He to join Jasmine Ocean. They're going to start hitting some spot shot 10 balls.
João Grillo, Chen Junlin locked at 2-2. Another ball on the break from Albin. The 10's going to go as well. That will be respotted. No early 10s, of course, not in WPA rules. Oh, and that 2 ball came along and robbed him. Have a look at the 2 ball, the 1 ball rather. Look, here it comes, and there it is. Don't be pushing here though, really. Just kick it, Jim.
Yeah, you know what? The push, where would you push to? I mean, you're in an area where you should be able to kick with a pretty good idea of where balls are going. Should be able to contact the left edge of that one as he looks. Kick it towards the side, as he says. Try and keep that cue ball behind one of those colors.
The score update, João Grillo now has taken a 3-2 lead against Chen Junlin. That one could be going to a shootout as well.
Yeah, both semifinals so closely contested. He's caught it too thin.
And we've just approached 3 hours now for these semi-finals. Another little shot.
Yeah, and he's got the angle on the 1. Stun the cue ball over to play the 2 to the same pocket. That was also important. I'll tell you, Josh Filler, more than capable of parking his opponent in his chair for a while, too. And there aren't many players that go through the racks quicker than Filler.
Side. A good angle on this 5 up for the 6 ball. 8 maybe just might cause a slight problem, but not many, Jim.
Thinks quick, executes quick.
In a matter of about a minute, it's 10 ball to get his first rack on the board in this singles captain's pick. crucial set. Mark it down, Jim. It's 3-1.
Yeah, Filler with the break in rack 5. Considerably quicker than Albin Ocean, but both equally lethal, aren't they, when they're at the table?
Doesn't matter how quick you make them, they still only count as one.
And Josh having a little look over to see what's taking place on table 2. If Germany gets through to the final, it's still very much up in the air whether they'll be playing either Chinese Taipei or Portugal. And Chinese Taipei was a big favorite in that semifinal. Portugal, somebody forgot to tell them.
Yeah, and one of their team members, João Grillo, who's had an absolutely unbelievable week. He's taken a few scalps, and he is 3-2 up against Chang Jung Lin. People will remember that name after this week, Jim. João Grillo.
One, 3. To start his trek to the finish line in this rack. And now everything in the open. It's amazing how quickly it can turn. Yeah. What a difference a day makes. Today, Albin Ocean sits in his chair, not wishing Josh any bad luck, but waiting for an opportunity. A few weeks' time, he'd be sitting in his chair cheering him on. Got plenty of angle here. He's going to be running around the angles to try and get that cue ball back down for the 5. Got to hit this one speed.
This is perfect. Doesn't want to be straight though. He's not.
Highest ranked Fargo rated player in the world, Josh Filler. Was marginally ahead of Fedor Gorst, probably more ahead of him now after beating Gorst in the singles event.
His teammates aren't here to see this, but it really is a quality performance there from Josh Filler in the last 2 racks, as it was for Albin Ocean in the first 2.
Yeah, one thing about when you're playing somebody like Josh Filler, the pain doesn't last long. Yeah, you see him with the tissues, and again, chilly in the convention center here. You see a lot of runny noses, don't you, Mark?
Yeah, you really do.
While we're at it, could you pass that tissue over? (3-2) now. Mario He has come back to support.
Yeah, and on table 2, it's 3-3 over there. Chang Jung Lin against João Grillo.
Certainly no aggressive options here. He got a ball on the break and an open look at the 1, but where can he lay his friend Albin Ocean in the weeds?
Oh, look at this. That's exactly where, over behind the green weeds. This is on an email.
Yeah, all of a sudden, this is looking very ominous for Team Austria. About 10 minutes ago, was smooth sailing, 3-0 in front for Albin. Josh Filler has won the last 2 racks, and he's got Albin in a lot of trouble here. I don't know what words of advice Mario can offer him, but from the comm box, this has got tough written all over it.
It's either 5 up or 9, is it?
No choice. No choice. That's just how good the safety was.
He might have been whispering, come on, win this one. I've just been practicing the shootout for 30 minutes. I'm ready. Straight away though, Josh Filler finding a way to move that 5 ball. Touche.
Yeah, 4-6 combination after he makes this 2.
What a great shot that was.
He is so aggressive, so confident. How difficult he must be to play against. Oh, a little hiccup there. He's left this very steep, a very thin cut on this 4. Oh, what a recovery. What a recovery. Again, awkward shots made to look easy, courtesy of Josh Filler.
And I can confirm Team Chinese Taipei are into the final. They have beaten Portugal by 3-1. Who's going to join them? We're still really much closer to knowing. So this for Hill.
Yeah, no prizes to guess which side momentum's on now. It was 3-0 for Albin Ocean, and Josh Filler, in typical Josh Filler style, has just completely turned the tables.
Well, this match has kind of been going at the same pace as the match between Chinese Taipei and Portugal on table 2. We've been neck and neck all the way through with the racks. I wonder, can Josh Filler break and run this rack and win the match for Germany?
All Albin can do in his chair is hope for a chance.
Everyone back apart from Jasmine. Will she be needed? A lot depends on this break.
Albin has had no chance.
For Rayla. Oh,
7's in. Now, if he wants to get aggressive, he's going to have to make a real tricky combination. But he's at the table. Sorry, the 7, not the 4. 7 in. 4 doubling the bottom corner, staying on the table. Looking, just a look of determination. He does not want to play safe at all. Not at all.
Words of encouragement from Newhausen. Can barely look, kind of watching through open fingers.
Yeah, even Mario and Albin, you can't help but be impressed with how Filler proceeds. Just reeks confidence.
Well, in just a few weeks' time, those two will team up as partners at the home of the BBC.
Well, not his best effort there. He's short. Intended the two to the same pocket, and he is short of where he wanted to be. Pia Filler looking on at her husband. He has been unstoppable. Maybe this might slow him down a little. Still makeable. Cue ball going right into the 3.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot.
Just unbelievable stuff from Josh Filler here.
Well, I'll be super impressed if he gets to the 4 from this.
Just crazy good. Yeah, too much to do. Just left himself too much to do, and fortunately, look what he's done with the 6. That's how you know you're going good. You know you're rolling good when you miss a shot and tie the balls up.
It's a shame he hasn't got a little bit more angle on this 3, because he could maybe draw into the 6. Glance off him maybe, but not from there. Do you go all in here, Jim?
Well, no choice really, Mark. He's been in his chair for the last 15 minutes. What a shot.
Good shot,
What
Albin
a
Ocean.
shot. Let's give him a little Josh Filler medicine right there. Just gave Josh a little of the way he plays. Total aggressiveness, confidence. Can he carry it home?
Remember earlier on that shot where Albin pushed the 5 onto the 9 in the very next shot. Josh Filler opened it up again and ran the table. This is a case of anything you can do, I can do too.
And he's still got a lot of work to do. He knows it. And Mario, his hands are together. He's offering a little bit of a prayer for his teammate.
Another good shot.
Got to be a little careful here.
We got the finalists behind us, glued to our screen now. Chinese Taipei already in the final. Eager to know who are they going to be up against.
He's got to be careful here, Mark. He knows the cue ball is going to be going into the 10. He's got to watch out for that side pocket.
Oh, he's overcut it. And it was all because of the 10. Distracted him.
That was never going to be easy.
Puff of the cheeks from Filler. This looks good. It looks perfect.
Yeah, I think you can sign it up. This is going to be Germany through to the final.
Not sure if they're going to delay the final at all. Maybe not. It will be 4 p.m.
This one for an emphatic win. A comeback from Josh Filler. Yeah, can celebrate a little prematurely. You're not going to miss this. And Germany through. Josh Filler coming back from 3-0 to win 4 on the spin and take out Albin Ocean. See Germany through to the World Team Final, where they will oppose Chinese Taipei. It's all going to be happening 4 o'clock local time, folks. You're going to want to be front and center.
Yeah, baby.
Well, for Mark White, I'm Jim White. It's just tremendous action taking place here at the Convention Center, and it's going to heat up in about an hour and 45 minutes. You don't want to miss this final. We'll see you there.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion.
New world champion. Fighting Jasmine.
Philippines are the world champions.